everybody. I wanted to make this quick video for you guys to kind of go through the daily action stack graphic that, as you can see, I'm in my closet. Anyway, sidebar. I wanted to go through the daily action stack graphic that I've posted here before and that Rachel posted as well, because I wanted to kind of break down exactly what each aspect is and what you're going to be doing during that time, what it all means, okay, especially for your newbies. So I'm going to share my screen and let's go through it together. So first things first, this quiet time prayer, positive affirmations, I really want to draw some attention to this because as I've talked to a lot of my team about in coaching calls, these positive affirmations are huge. I know so many people, y'all, that have goals and they work every day and they stay consistent and they still don't seem to get ahead in their business because when it comes to coaching a team and having the confidence to run and lead a team, they fall short because they're insecure, they don't believe they can do it, and they have the wrong mindset. So this is how you stop that from happening before it ever becomes a problem, especially if you're a new ambassador, especially if you're silver, especially if you're gold. Take a hold of this now. Trust me. Learn from my mistakes. Don't wait till you're Ruby or Senior Ruby to then try to fix your mindset, okay? I love Pinterest. I have a affirmations board and I search for business affirmations, money affirmations, success affirmations, positivity affirmations, gratitude affirmations, insecurity affirmations, confidence affirmations, courage affirmations, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on. You can create your own. I really recommend taking the first 5 minutes of your day. Don't pick up your phone. Don't look at anything else. Don't try to work Plexus. Don't skim your Facebook. Get in front of a mirror or say out loud a few of those affirmations. I'm telling you, it will change your business. It will change your life. The next thing, starting here from this point down, I recommend that this section up here, the quiet time prayer and positive affirmations, whatever that looks like for you, I recommend that it happens the first thing during the day. Now, if you're the type of person that's got a full-time job and the first thing you do is maybe jump in the shower, maybe you read 3 or 4 of the affirmations real quick before you jump in the shower, get in the shower and start reciting them out loud while you're in the shower. Whatever it looks like, maybe it's on your way to work that you say your positive affirmations, whatever. But when you start to actually work your Plexus business, you're going to work a power hour, is what I like to call them. You set an alarm for 60 minutes if you can. And this is what that's going to start looking like. So friend 3 new people on Facebook. This is a great way to expand your network. You're going to go into different groups if you want. You're going to go onto friends of friends pages. You're going to look for common people that you might recognize or whatnot. You're going to friend request 3 people. Go ahead and write their names down and add them to your Franks list, that list of people with friends and relatives and acquaintances and all the people that you want to eventually reach out to about Plexus. You're going to add these names on there, okay? Next thing, wish friends on Facebook happy birthday, okay? This is huge, you guys. You are able to wish people happy birthday and connect with people even if you don't normally talk to them. Maybe they're just an acquaintance, but instead of writing on their Facebook wall like the 1,000 other friends they have, you're going to send them a private message. Shoot them a quick message, make it short and sweet. Even if you don't know them very well, be like, hey girl, just saw it's your birthday. I hope you have a fun day. What plans do you have? Or do you have anything fun planned? Ask them a question so that they want to answer you, and hopefully they will answer you. And the best part about it is they'll probably look at your page and what are they going to find there? Plexus, okay? So it's a way to actually reach out to them business-wise as well. Next thing, Facebook relationship building. The fancy words that I use for this are called intentional engagement, okay? You're engaging with people, you're engaging with their posts on your news feed intentionally, okay? This is a relationship building business. You've got to connect with people, not about Plexus. They have to know that you're human. The reason why it says limit this is because you start scrolling in your news feed and you're liking and you're commenting and all of a sudden you're on your second cousin's boyfriend's ex-wife's page stalking her kid photos. I don't know how it happens, but it does, and this is taking valuable time out of your income producing activity that you need to be doing daily. So I recommend that you set a timer for 15 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes only for this. Scroll your newsfeed, like, comment on a few things. The second the timer goes off, you're done and you're on to the next thing. Next thing, contact 5 new people, okay? Obviously throw them in a 3-way chat if you need to because they actually show information, but these are going to be 5 new messages that you send daily, okay? Every single day. You're going to use that main Franks list that we talked about, the friends, relative, acquaintances, etc. you're going to use that main list of people, and that should have everyone on it. If you don't have that list, make it tonight. Write down every person that you could possibly think of. 100 names minimum need to be on that list, and you're going to be constantly adding to it every day as you friend request people and get more people in your network. You're going to contact 5 of them, and you're going to talk about Plexus, okay? You're going to send an audio message. It's going to be real quick and simple. You're going to say, hey girl, just wanted to reach out to you. In fact, I even have a script for it. Hang on and I'll show it to you. I just did it in a challenge group, and there's 2 different, a product focused one and a business focused one. Okay, so here's the verbiage. Hey, Lauren, I am not going to lie. I was a little bit nervous about sending this message because I absolutely hate coming off salesy when I message people, but I know you're sweet and you won't judge me, so I figured, hey, why not? Ha ha ha. I'm sure you've seen my thousands of Plexus posts on Facebook, and I just wanted to see if you'd ever thought about trying any of our products. They have completely changed my life, obviously, and you keep coming to mind when I think about it because I just feel like you would really love them. What day this week or next week are you available for me to call you and tell you a little bit more about it? Just super short. I just want to see what you think and get your feedback, okay? That may not be your verbiage. Maybe you need to write it out and draft it in a different way that it comes off more like you and more organically. But audio messages are key. Get your phone out, utilize Facebook audio messages, not to mention the fact that you can send a message and send it to yourself, replay it and listen to it, and when you've gotten a good one, forward it to the person that you're wanting to send to. But don't overthink this, guys. Be yourself. They want to know. If you stumble on your words, stumble on your words. You don't want to come off like you're reading a script anyway. Here's some verbiage that you can for a business post. A business message. Hey, Lauren, I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit nervous about sending this message because I hate coming off salesy when I message people, but I know you're sweet. I know you won't judge me. So, I figured why not? I'm sure you've seen my thousands of Plexus posts on Facebook. Let's be real. I comment a lot, or I post a lot, but you are someone that is like comes off so sweet. I can tell you have a big influence with your friends and family. I personally love following you on Facebook, and I just feel like you would be so good at this business. What day, like this weekend or maybe next week, are you available? And maybe I could call you and just tell you a little bit about it. Just super short. I want to see what you think, and I want to get your feedback. Let me know. Okay, super easy, guys, short and sweet, audio message, that's fine, and we make it work. That's a great way to reach out to those 5 people. Now, please use your discernment. If this is a friend of yours that you haven't talked to in a few months, and the last time you talked to her was when her aunt passed away or something, and you haven't built that rapport, there's no relationship there, don't bring up Plexus yet. Message them about their personal life. Ask how their Christmas was. Ask how their holidays were, okay? Yes, use your discernment and talk to them personally if they're not ready to hear about Plexus in your relationship, but don't use that as a fear and coping mechanisms that you're like, oh no, they're not ready because you're afraid to bring up Plexus. When if you're ready to bring it up, go with your gut and mention Plexus. Even if you get ignored, it doesn't matter. For every no that you get, there's going to be a yes out there that you change their life and they become a jewel on your team one day. It's worth it. We know it is. So moving on. Next step, following up with 2 prospects. You guys, organization with follow-up is critical. And I do mean critical. If you are a paper person, I want you to get a notebook and I want you to title that notebook follow up. Every page is going to be just a long list of names, and next to it is going to be the last date that you contact that person. The second somebody messages you about Plexus, put them in the notebook. The second you message somebody else about Plexus, put them in the notebook. This isn't your personal contacts or your relationship friendship journal. These are people you've talked to about Plexus that you need to follow up with. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story before we move on to the next thing. The fortune is in the follow-up. I can't stress that enough. Everyone usually needs about 5 to 12 times of being contacted before they decide to take the plunge. I had somebody that I contacted for the first time last February of 2016. Okay, right now it's January of 2017. Okay, so about a year ago, contacted them. We bantered back and forth. They were interested in the products. I gave them pricing. They were super excited. They said, okay, let me think about it. I'll let you know. I messaged them in March, April, May, June, July, and August. And I was ignored all 6 months. Okay. Some of those messages were, hey, we have a special going on. Some of those messages were, hey, what did your husband say? Some of those messages were just bantering and, oh my God, that picture of your kids were so cute. Either way, ignore. Okay. On month 7, September, just a few months ago, I messaged and I said, look, I know I've sent you a million messages. You've obviously entered into the witness protection program for Plexus, but I'm going to be real with you. I know that you were interested in these products at one point, and I know they could change your life. They changed my life, and I'm not going to give up on you until you tell me to leave you alone or you block me. So shoot me straight. What are your hesitancies? I know for me it was financial. I don't know what place you're in, but I'd love to be able to help you. I can't if you don't tell me what you're thinking. So come on, girl, shoot me with it. Tell me what you're thinking. That month, they joined my team. Okay, I get it. There's no perfect script, but if I had waited or if I had given up on that person, if I hadn't been organized and written their name down in my notebook and known to go back to them every single month, even though their name was buried in my inbox under thousands of other messages, I would have missed out on that person. And guess what? Somebody else would have gotten them. So stay organized, keep your follow-up notebook, and stay consistent. Don't be afraid of puking Plexus. Don't be afraid of bringing it up too much. Let them be the ones to tell you they don't want you to talk about Plexus to them anymore. Otherwise, why not? Why not, right? Okay, moving on. Reach out to one active ambassador. If you have a team underneath you, reach out to somebody on your team and train them. See how they're doing. See how their day is going. See how their kids are going. Keep that relationship going. That's why it follows the follow-up section. You're going to follow up with prospects. You also need to follow up with the people on your team. Next thing, reach out to one inactive ambassador. If you've got somebody underneath you that used to buy the products and doesn't anymore, reach out to them. See how they're doing. Check on their family. If they're ignoring you, do some intentional engagement. Like and comment on some of their posts so that you come up more on their newsfeed. Next, post on Facebook 3 times a day. This is just an outline. It really depends on your personal social media presence as to how this should look, okay? If you were on Facebook all the time sharing videos of a cat and posting about your husband and talking about how cute your kids are all the time, you don't want to post one little Plexus post at 10:30 at night and that's all you do all day. People aren't going to see it. It's going to be flooding and drowning in your inbox or in your news feed, and it's going to go missed. If you're super active, you need to be posting 3 times a day about Plexus alone because you already have all these personal posts. But if you're somebody who's somewhat new to social media or you're not just super active on social media, use this as a guideline. One personal post talking about your family, your day, the grocery store, something funny, whatever. One business post, okay, where you're going to talk about Plexus. You're going to talk about how you're feeling. You're going to talk about the products, not what they can do, but what they have done for you. Maybe talk about the business side of things, whatever. And then some sort of motivational post. So this guideline can be used for your specific Plexus post. Like you can post personal product testimony, business testimony, and motivational post, or you can use them like a personal post, a business related Plexus post, and then you can do a motivational post, like maybe even a question. It doesn't even have to be motivational. It can be engaging. It can be asking somebody a question, getting some banter going, whatever. But minimum 3 a day. If you're really wanting to work this business, do 3 a day and up your personal post. That's what my recommendation. Next, follow up with one current customer, okay? If you've got a customer that's shopping and buying your products, you need to be following up with them. Find out how they're doing. Give them a fun recipe. Ask them if you need it, if they want to get on the phone and you guys can troubleshoot any problems they're having. Stay in touch with them. Every day you should be doing that. Next, 3-way call or chat on Facebook, okay? This is just if you have a new ambassador and you haven't scheduled a 3-way call with them, with your upline or with myself, get that scheduled immediately and make it happen. Same with 3-way chats. If you have potentials that you haven't thrown in a 3-way chat yet with your upline or myself, make sure you do that. Let's get the ball rolling. You guys know how huge that third-party validation is, okay? And then last but certainly not least, back office time. You're not necessarily going to be spending a lot of time in your back office if you're a new silver or gold ambassador. However, one thing that I also fit into this is your team page engagement, okay? Go to your team page. If you're a part of challenges, check in on those. If you're a part of chat in like little chat groups, check in on those, kind of see what you've been missing. Make sure you're following up, welcoming new ambassadors to the team, setting the example for your team. If you have one person underneath you or one customer underneath you, you're a leader, okay? So it's time to step up. Don't think, oh, well, I don't have a team, so I don't need to worry about all that. Set the example now. Start automatically engaging on your team pages, welcoming people, posting on their first post, getting them excited, and setting that tone for engagement on the team page. That way, someday when you have your own team page, your team will know what the expectation is, and it's that you need to be involved, right? So that's kind of the breakdown. I hope that helps. As I said, this really should be a power hour that happens every single day in your Plexus business. If you want to grow, please partner with your sponsor if you have any questions or you're not sure how to fit that into your schedule. And this is just a great way to make sure you're getting your personal business executed every single day. So I hope that helped, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.